A Texan shave, steel in hand, traditional wet shaving, smooth and grand.
Howdy, welcome back to A Texan Shave. It's got something pretty unique, and I find it a bit special. If you've seen my post yesterday, I found I didn't. Brian D. Foley, good friend, found a eBay item and sent me a link saying, "Hey, this needs to be a video." So I didn't disagree. And here it is. It's LARKIN powdered shaving soap. So let me show you this bottle as best I can. See if I can get it all in the frame there. It's got a unique little hole on top, kind of like a spice jar. You twist the lid, but it's so old, it's really kind of seized. I might be able to get it open like that, I don't know, but you can screw it off. It says on here, sprinkle on wet brush and make lather on face. A little powder makes a copious lather. I went ahead and cheated a little bit, being that this thing is could be over 100 years old. I don't really know the exact date of when this was manufactured. In my research, I found quite a bit of information, but not that. So I just went ahead and tried it, and yeah, I think you're going to be a bit surprised at the lather that this makes. A little bit about LARKIN Shaving Company. So from my research, this is just the same thing I wrote on my post on Facebook and Instagram. From my research, this powdered shave soap was made sometime between 1920 and 1938, but it could be much older because there's no exact stuff. That's all I could find out, just a general idea. The LARKIN Company was also known as the LARKIN Soap Company. It was a company founded in 1875 in Buffalo, New York as a small soap factory. It grew tremendously throughout the late 1800s and into the first quarter of the 1900s with an approach called the LARKIN idea that transformed the company into a mail order conglomerate that employed 2,000 people and had annual sales of 28.6 million. That's equivalent to 448,906,000 in 2024, and this was back in 1920, guys. The company's success allowed them to hire Frank Lloyd Wright to design the iconic Larkin Administration Building, which stood as a symbol of Larkin prosperity until the company's demise in 1940s. I did look that building up. It was an amazing Art Deco Gothic, almost 50s Gothic, even though it was older than that, building, but it was actually demolished in 1950s. There is a small piece of it still in Buffalo, New York, I believe, a part of the wall, and it's this amazing glass brick looking structure that's in the middle of a parking lot now, kind of a green space, but it's really neat. So let's get this going. As far as the hardware, I am using the Tatara Amakuni. Love this razor. I'm doing a head shave. I got to be careful. I found first time I've ever had a pimple on my head, but I've got a pretty bad pimple here, so I got to be careful in that area. For the brush, it's one I have not used yet. I've had this for a while, and I haven't really found, haven't just really had a chance to use it. And this was a collaboration with Hoosier Lathe Works and Opus brushes, and look at this pretty unique, amazing paint drip brush. I love this thing. And there's the Hoosier coin. So looking forward to using this brush finally. I got it soaking right now. So I did do a hand lather, like I said, and it was crazy good. I was really impressed, so I cannot wait to get this video going. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. So I'm going to show you the powder. Now, there's no fragrance to this. It just smells like soap. It's like if you've ever used an unscented soap, it smells basically like that. But I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this and see if I can get a little bit of an image. Well, I've got it so tight because I was trying to spin the top. There we go. So see if you can see in there the powder. And I did use just a little bit. I did just what it said. I sprinkled it, and I figured it'd all be like one hard brick, but it is still nice and loose in here too. Which was impressive. I think I do have a bit of a gap open on this top now. Let me see if I can keep that going. Well, I may have to. Problem is I got to spin it one way, because if I try one way, oh, it's loosening up now finally. There we go. So there we go. I've got the hole open, so now I can just sprinkle from the lid like it's supposed to be. I guess I've loosened it enough. So it says a wet brush. I did it on a damp brush, and I actually added water a few times. I don't know if I can drown this out. Maybe I'll try and just relather if it does. But let's get this going so you guys can see what's up. So I am gonna, so I just kind of wrung that out a little bit, and we're going to see if I can do this while it's on camera. Just a little bit. It does not take much. Oh, there we go. That's probably more than I need, but you know, let's go for it. Get a little bit more. I'm gonna load it. Probably asking for trouble. All right, that's probably plenty. So there you have it. And some did go down into the bristles and stuff because it was a little spread, but we're gonna go for that. Let's get the glasses off and the head wet. I've got a little over 24 hours growth. I did not get to shave yesterday, face or head. Saving the face shave for the final blizzard battles I'm going to record today. Hope some of y'all are looking forward to that. I am. I'm going to get it pretty wet. I am freshly out of the shower here. Now, I'm just going to go start right here on the top. Oh. So I was afraid it was going to be very, very, very soapy. Like wet soapy, like cleaning soap, like it kind of looks right now, but it really got very, very thick. So we're going to keep working this. It was quite amazing, something this old. I mean, look at that stuff. I think I used a little more water this time than last time, but we're going to keep working it up. Get the other parts of the brush here because I know it fell down in there. And then I was thinking, like a lot of older stuff, I mean, this stuff lathered better than a lot of the vintage shave pucks I've used. And then I was worried that, you know, the lather was going to dissipate like a lot of old ones do once you get it going, but it didn't. Look at that. Nice peaks. Now, I don't know the ingredients. I did try to find the ingredients of this. Of course, it's not listed on the bottle. The only label is on the front. But I doubt there's, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you make a shaving powder. I did chat to Douglas Smythe a little bit because there was an episode of I'd Lather Be Shaving where him and Matt talked about shaving powders, and they had one on there that came in a metal tin. I don't remember what brand it was. I need to go back and rewatch that one. But this is definitely a unique find. I have not seen another one like this. Oh, apparently I got it all over my shirt already. All right, again, it's just a clean soap fragrance. No fragrance at all, really, just smells like soap. So let's get this going. When I did do a hand lather, it was slick. Didn't really leave a residual too much, but it was definitely worth it. Worth using, slick enough. I wasn't gonna be afraid to do a head shave with it. And it is very slick. Very nice. Now I kept working that hand lather for quite a while, and it just kept making more and more, and I think I probably used a bit more than I did today, but a little does go a long way. As you saw, I didn't put a whole lot. So it is a bit residual, like I'm gonna go back over this area. Yeah, it's still slick. I don't feel any skipping or anything or dragging. So it does leave behind some slickness. And as you can see, it's not dissipating. it has held up for sure, man. If this is how it is now, I can only imagine how it probably was fresh, you know? I don't know where the person I got this from found this, but it was unused, completely full to the brim in the bottle. In fact, I lost some of it opening it up. It was so full. I had powder all over at my desk. Oh, I just went over that pimple. I totally forgot about it. Well, I think it was all right though. This stuff was slick enough that it didn't feel like a cut or anything. There's another bonus to this stuff. It is a good performing soap. Really is. Especially for as old as it is. Like I said, this could be over 100 years old. Do not know. The youngest it could be would be from 1938. There was something that I found that said it was up to 1930 or up to 1939. So was when, I can't remember if it was discontinued or something. I don't remember. But what Larkin was known for, and some of y'all may have seen this product, was a shaving stick called Napoleon in a little metal tin. And I've seen the tins. I've never actually seen any remnants of the stick. But you can go on eBay or Etsy and you can find the little metal tin that Napoleon shaving stick came in. It's a little orange tin. Man, that is still slick. I could go over cleanup right now with this if I had any more, but I've got a great shave here. I've got a little bit on this side. Yeah, no, the slickness is perfect. That's just crazy. It blows my mind, guys. Blows my mind. So Larkin did a thing, and I don't think it was new or anything, but they had this box you could buy. It was for $10, and $10 in 1920 was about $167. Now this box came with over 50 items of their products. And then they had what was called a free premium item. And this premium item was something usually like a piece of furniture or something like that. And like one of them that stands out, and you can actually go to Etsy or eBay and find this, was this solid oak writing desk, the kind with the flip top front, like a secretary desk. With all the little compartments you can put all your envelopes and stuff in, and it had a little hutch on top with a mirror and stuff too, and little bookshelf areas. Really nice, solid oak. You got it for free, gratis. It was included. Now, that's free, of course, but it was included in that $10 price. But in the box of the $10, you got like 100 bars of soap. It was like 50 of their items, but in different quantities. And it also included a shaving stick. It included some laundry detergent. I think it was called Borixine or something like that. Other types of lotions and potions and colognes. It was really unique. I don't know if they were the first ones to do anything like that. I don't know if that was part of the Larkin way or Larkin idea. But when I saw that desk, and then another item they did, like another time, you had like choices. There's either the desk, there was this solid oak highboy dresser, there was this large cast iron heating stove that you'd put in the middle of a room. It was crazy. And I had mentioned that it seemed Larkin probably became like the Amazon of the 20s, but of course Sears and Roebuck was pointed out to me, of course, and the Sears and Roebuck was probably larger, but I think Larkin was cooler mainly because they hired Frank Lloyd Wright to make their building. Amazing architecture by Frank Lloyd Wright. Man, this shave is good. All right. Let's see what kind of cleanup I need back here. Oh, it's very slick. Still. Excellent. Now, I did more searching to see if I could find any more of this, because this was the first one I'd ever seen. And it came in a lot. And it came with another item. The other item was a Seaforth Heather and Fern mug, which I don't have one, but I didn't really need one because I have 2 regular Seaforth spiced mugs, or original Seaforth. But I guess it's kind of neat to have, but I have so many mugs, those are becoming hard to store. Man, this shave is so good. I'm going to want to use this again, but I don't want to because I don't want to use it up. I want to keep it as it is. Need to be careful back here. All right, beautiful. All right, the only thing I see that could have been a problem back in the day if you had this, and it's something I'm concerned with now, is leaving this in the bathroom, especially if it's open. Like I'm worried about water getting in there and messing everything up. So I'm going to close this real quick and put it somewhere else before I start rinsing. There we go, it's closed. I'm going to set it over here. I don't want to accidentally splash any water in there and mess up the soap that's in there, but let's look at this here. There's still plenty here. And this is a brand new brush, so this Badger Knot, you know, is probably a bit thirsty too, but there's still a ton on there. Beautiful soap. So I might attempt to use it one more time, and I think I'm going to try to build a bowl lather. And I do have some fragrance oils from American Vintage Soap Company that I think I'll attempt to give it a fragrance and see how it holds up with that as well. It'd be interesting to find out. All right, I'm going to get a rinse and come back up for my final thoughts. Be right back. All right, that rinse took a bit. Okay, so when I said I didn't feel much residual slickness, I'm almost positive now that that was just because I was lathering on my hand. It took a while to get all that off to where it didn't feel slippery anymore. And one thing I noticed last night when I was sitting at my computer talking to a few friends, the hand that I used to lather felt softer. The skin feel on the palm of my hand was pretty incredible. So I'm looking forward to find out what the skin feel is like on my head once this all dries down and finishes. And I'm not going to put anything on it, no aftershave or balm or anything right now. I'll do that later. But I want to see what my skin feels like after using this really old, possibly over 100-year-old soap that just performed like magic. So that was an excellent find. Thank you again, Brian Foley, for pointing that out. Oh, guys, I got this for like, I won the bid at like $14.58 or something like that. And then with shipping, it was like $21, $22. Incredible price on that as well. That included that mug. So that was, you know, awesome, actually. I was very happy with that. It didn't go crazy. I want to use that again. This stuff is pretty awesome. If it had a fragrance, it'd be neat. But, you know, this stuff, let me see if I can get to where you can read that label. It's silver on the faded white or yellowed white, so it's kind of hard to read. I do have a pretty good picture on the thumbnail, though, that you can probably take a look at, as well as on my Facebook and Instagram posts where you can read the label. But basically, it just says, I don't have my glasses on. I even have to angle it in the light because it's that silver print. Larkin Powdered Shaving Soap, then it's got the weight. It's 2 ounces. And then in the instructions, and it just says Larkin something Buffalo, out of Buffalo, New York. And the bottle, you can tell how vintage this is. I mean, it's got little grips on the glass too, which is nice because I guess they know you're using this with wet hands. Just love this old apothecary look and these vintage glass bottles. I wish I had a place to collect all kinds of vintage glass bottles. I think they're amazing and beautiful, and all the colors and styles. Really unique. And these weren't like these were mass produced, but in a totally different way of manufacturing, of course. But, excuse me. All right, sorry, I'm a little overexcited, but this find was outstanding for me. Hope you all enjoyed it. Find your peace in what and where you can. We'll see you next time on A Texan Shaves. Goodbye.
Find your peace in what